I attended my prom the other day or so. 3 days, I think. And let me just say, I won. But at what cost? You see, let's start with a sort of a backstory so that we understand everything about this prom. So, Valentine's Day, February 14, 2024, I had the chance to finally confess my feelings to this girl that I've always noticed and I always liked. And, started out great because she liked me back and everything was happy, everything was dilly-dally, and we had calls, and she was there for me when my great-grandmother died and stuff. So, that was the gist of it. We were similar in many ways, even in the bad ways as well. But that's okay because, we had each other and we were there to support each other, and in whatever way we can have fun or call. But we don't have to overthink it anymore because, it's online, and the fact that I'm still a teenager and so is she because she's younger than me. And we did not have to make it serious. We just had to take it slow and understand each other and stuff. Fast forward to 3 months or the current day, which is just a few days ago. Prom started. To say the least, I was rejected. Well, not really rejected, it's just that she did not say yes, but she also did not say no. So I was left with this feeling of doubt or maybe guilt because I talked to her and offered that question a bit too late. And by late, I mean a day before prom. So, not really the best time for that. So, prom began. Prom was set in this hotel where my godmother stayed at and lived with her family. And the prom there was set up by my brother and a few of the school students committees and stuff. It's like the government in our school. So everyone was going to be there. Well, except for a few, but mostly everyone. Teachers, friends, students, everyone. I was even ready for a specific tie pattern that I found online. It was this tie that overlapped on itself and it looked amazing on my neck. And, it was elegant to say the least. My best friend was also there. His name is, you know what? Let's not say his name for now. But he was there. He also had a girl he wanted to dance with and admit his feelings to. But he's also in this problem with girls, as with me, because I just got, rejected. Here's the thing, that rejection that happened earlier wasn't the only rejection I was going to receive. In fact, I will receive two more rejections. But, besides that, let's talk about my prom. So the food was fine. The dance numbers, the song numbers were great. Everyone looked stunning. Everyone looked dazzling. I looked sleek. All the men there looked good. And I had fun with my best friend and some other people, some other close friends of mine. We had a lot of pictures, a lot of talks, a lot of fun, and most especially, we had this growing realization that after this, it's summer. And when that happens, then, that's goodbye for now. As for my brother, my twin brother, he also had a good time and he was wearing this Harry Potter-esque outfit that did not quite match what he expected the prom to be because he thought that the prom was going to be magical and they're gonna have wands or something, but they did have wands. It's just that he was the only guy who wore a wizard robe and everyone was looking modern. Yeah, it was funny, he stood out, but it was alright because he looked good. When the time for dance came, I knew that I had to ask her out again, the girl. And this girl, she well, let's just go with the story. So I decided to dance with people, and of course, when you dance with people in the prom, you're gonna have to ask someone out, like a partner. You can't just really dance alone. I mean, I did, but let's get into that later. So, when I asked her out, I went up in front of her and I said, "Can I take this dance?" Suffice to say, I got rejected again. And it did not feel pleasant. It did not. So I just did what I had to do. I just said, "Okay, I understand," and left. When I left, I knew that there was only one thing for me, and that means to separate from her some way. Because maybe something led up to it, and I don't have any choice anymore. It's just reality. So I went up to a friend of mine, and she was kind enough to accept my offer for a dance, and I had a good time with her because we had a slow dance, and instead of us being tense or maybe have these slight romantic feelings, no. Those romantic feelings were just blown out of the water, and we were just happy, we were just laughing, and it was us just making fun of the situation. Like, hey, you got rejected. You don't have anyone to dance with, like that. Because she doesn't have anyone to dance with. She doesn't like anyone in the school at the moment. And I got rejected, you know. But let's not dabble too much. So, that happened, and my best friend, also got to dance with a girl. Albeit not the girl he wanted to. But it's alright, you know. It's really about the people who are there in the end, not the ones who you start with. Not saying that the people at the beginning don't matter, but that's besides the point. After the first dance with my close friend, a song came up, and it was TV Girl. No, Lovers Rock by TV Girl. And that just flipped a switch in me, like, no, just ignore, just, you know, I don't want to offend anyone or offend her. She might be watching, but let's just say at that moment I did not give a shit about anyone, and I just danced. I just bopped to the beat. And it was the most cathartic thing ever. Can you imagine that? In public. Well, not in public, but it is in public, but it's not directly outside in society, but more so with people you know and trust. So I knew that it was my moment to express my thoughts, my feelings, and it was through dance that I did so. And let me just say, it was the best dance I've ever had in my life. If you were there, you'd see the happiness. Well, me and my best friend delegated outside the prom room, and we talked, and we shared that it might not just be me. It might also be the girl. It might not just be him, but also it's also the girl that he likes, you know? It's not just our fault wherein we could have done better, but more so that, you know, we're human. Everyone's human. So it's alright. Just have to move on. What if I told you that after that quote-unquote delegation I had with my best friend, we went back in the event. And when the time came to announce the prom king and the prom queen, bam, I was the prom king. By, I don't know, but majority of votes, I was prom king. I became prom king. And it was the most elated I had been in a while, because being prom king meant a lot to people and to me as well. Because the first prom I went to was, you know, I was doing my best to be confident, but of course, popularity takes the cake. And I guess right now it's popular, but that's not the point. The point is that in anything in life, let me give an example, okay? Let me give an example. I was prom king at that night, but I knew that tomorrow I would be an outsider to someone. You may be at the very high of your life right now, or maybe at the very low, but it's simply temporary. It won't last forever. The bonfire will eventually fade. So get out there and do what you have to do. don't expect anything to last forever because it definitely won't. And finally, subscribe. Thank you for watching.